Hey there, YouTube. A couple weeks ago, I put up a video about the Alien. The very unique, admittedly, very interesting, very unique gun. Put up a video talking about it. Like, man, it just, in my opinion, it just didn't work out with that gun. I don't see anybody who's really good shooting the thing by choice, I'll put it that way. I don't see many really good people shooting it at all, to tell you the truth. But let's get into the comments and see what you guys have to say about it. Should be interesting. Okay, we'll sort out the comments by who clicked like the most. Okay, at this point, manufacturers are going to pay Ben not to review their expensive gun. That would be nice. I definitely like money, and people could give me some of their money, and then I would have more money, which would be helpful, because I can exchange it for goods and services. That's a very good comment. I love he publishes this as Lago is trying to release a new Alien pistol. Perfect. I did not know that because, I'm going to be real, I don't really pay a lot of attention to what they're doing. Okay. Let's go. As a Chipia Rhino, I have no idea what the hell is that? Chipia Rhino. The fuck is that? Oh, it's like a crazy ass looking revolver thing. It looks cool. I'll give it that. I mean, it is a revolver. It's kind of cool. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. The recoil, near zero muzzle rise sounds great, but after a while, your wrists feel like you caught a few fly balls barehanded. Yeah, I would say with the Laoga, the Alien, I don't like the way the gun tracks. And I do like the guns, like for competitive shooting, I like it when the gun feels fast, but doesn't feel snappy. And then like shooting more recreationally, I like the guns if they reciprocate a little more violently. I like that. But man, the Lago's it's different, man. It's too violent. It feels like it's holocausting me on my hand anyway. No, it's like it doesn't. I know it's just perception, but it feels like it doesn't want to sit exactly in the same place in my hand every time I pull the trigger. Like, that's just the way it reciprocates. Like, it's too much, man. I don't like that. Okay. The Alien wins simply by being unique. If only more companies tried doing things differently, we'd have even better firearms by now. Yeah, I agree. Like, I like it when companies take risks. And that applies to products that are not even necessarily guns. I want, like, a movie where they, like, make it a little, not where it checks all the corporate boxes and it pleases, like, every segment of the audience, but they just make it, a little crazy, or a video game that's like that. I like it when stuff is risky. Food is another one. If it's like interesting, it doesn't have to be the best ever, but being interesting means a lot to me. I agree. I like that stuff. Okay, video drops the same day Laoga announces their carry model. Pottery. I did not know. It worked out that way. It just worked out that way. I think the coolest thing about the Alien is the sights don't reciprocate and the barrel is fixed. Yeah, that's cool. That is pretty cool, like a island barrel thing. Okay, yes, the Walther Target pistols have been doing that forever. That is a known and solved issue. Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, from Sinstral Rifleman, he seems to be smart. Your conclusions were very similar to ours in our in-range TV review. The heat issue is really bad in the summer in Arizona. Yeah, that's one thing with the Aliens that, I mean, I guess if you're like a power user type, like you're training hard for competitive shooting or something like that, like you're going to go shoot 300 to 500 rounds in an hour, and that's normally what you do, the heat is going to be a problem with the Alien. It's just the way it is. A lot of people wouldn't notice that or care about it, but if you're training with the gun hard, it is a problem. Like it's not like, oh, it's a little bit hot. After a little bit, you're like, I cannot hold on to this. Like it is a problem. And especially a problem in Arizona. Man, when stuff in the summer in Arizona, as soon as the gun gets hot, it's like you can put it in the shade. It ain't going to cool down for a while, dude. It's going to be a while. Okay, could you film it side by side with something you do like? I'm curious as to any real performance difference. Like, well, I can't right now. I don't have it on me. But it's not going to be a performance. It's not a performance thing. Like a build drill with an Alien is going to look a lot like a build drill with anything else in terms of the times and the score. But as far as my experience as the user, it's going to feel a lot different, and I have very different preferences. That's a good question from Focus Trip. Very fair. Okay. Every other YouTuber says this gun is God's gift to man. This is why Well, stay here as long as you make videos. The honesty, like, I don't know what other YouTubers say about it. Maybe that's what they say. Reply to him is, to be fair, at least a couple of them probably honestly think that. It's probably an incredible experience for someone who isn't as high level and experienced in so many different pistols as Ben. Being a mid-level shooter, trying an Alien out for an afternoon is a very different experience than shooting thousands of rounds a day for a living. Yeah, I'm jaded as fuck, bro. It's the way it is. Like, you know. We got to say, another reply, there are plenty of YouTubers who were less than impressed with it. Yeah, I'm sure there were. I'm sure there were. Okay, next one. I don't think enough gun reviews include the phrase "sucks monkey nuts." Yeah, probably not. That's one of my favorites, actually, to say it sucks monkey nuts. You can insert any other animal, and you can even pick other body parts if you'd like, and just kind of change it up. You could change "suck" to "blow." That would be okay. There's so much fun you can have with the way that phrase was structured. All right, next comment. I feel like I saved hella money getting into CZs early on. Yeah, sure. I mean, the CZs are pretty good. Like, a lot of people like those. And the Shadow 2 is turned into a very good platform for competitive shooting. Like, there's just so many accessories and so much aftermarket support. And there's so much knowledge in the competitive shooting community about that gun that if you use that, you're going to have a pretty easy ride, all things considered. Next question. Are you going to try out the new EDC-focused 4-inch Laugo Remus? It's only $6,300 for an everyday carry. It's like, I will try it. If someone hands it to me, I will try it. But I'm not going to go I don't give a shit about it. I'm not going to try that hard to get one. Okay. The Alien Remus has a better grip angle and much less recoil impulse. It's a big improvement over the original one. That may be right. Maybe they've improved it a lot. The one I was playing with was older. They may be right. Maybe they made it way better. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. I can imagine if this is the only design you've ever worked with, back on the Alien here, you'd probably feel the same about the recoil impulse of a standard design auto loader. I hope other manufacturers put some effort into this idea and get the price down to something palatable to us mere mortals. I don't know why the gun costs so much money. I think if it was being produced by someone else and then, was a polymer thing and produced at large scale, I think it'd be a lot cheaper. I don't know, but I don't think it's like baked into the cake the way the gun is designed, strictly speaking, that it needs to be expensive. But if you're only building a few of them and it's really interesting, I think from a business perspective, it's way smarter to make less of them, make them super Gucci, like interesting, and make it a high margin product. That makes more sense for them. Okay. Picked one up about a year ago. Good. Cool. Every point you make is valid. The gun is unique, very fun to shoot. It really looks nice in my opinion. Yeah, it's interesting as hell. You'd be like, I don't know why you wouldn't think it's interesting because it's just so different to everything else. The gun is not ideal if you have long-range sessions because of the heat. Or long-range sessions. My emphasis was on the wrong word. Okay. However, if you're looking to add a unique gun to your collection that stands out, you're only shooting a couple hundred rounds at the range, this gun's very nice. Yeah, yes, bitch, it's a collector gun, for sure. The price tag is a bit hefty for something that is essentially a toy. I mean, the price tag, it's a lot of money for a handgun, I think, no matter how you slice it. Even me, I'm pretty financially irresponsible, and I think, damn, that thing's expensive. Okay, it looks like the new Alien Remus pistol addresses the grip angle and slide racking, still has the heat type of recoil you mentioned. Overall, I like the gun, I'm glad it exists, but the criticism's valid. Yeah, that's very fair. Okay, the Alien just didn't work out, in quotes. That's how I titled my video. Meanwhile, Lagos showed off a brand new model this month. Yeah, they're gonna, with their model, they probably could make a lot of money. Because if you just, again, you make that niche thing, make it a little bit interesting, and you can sell the thing. You just don't need to sell that many of them. The Alien is very unforgiving, but the biggest problem is you can't shoot polymer head bullets. It's a fun, different type of gun to show friends. Yes, competition, hell no. Wait, why can't you shoot polymer? Are you talking polymer-coated bullets? Alien, why can't I do that? They say not to? Is it the barrel? Are they saying it's a polygonal barrel? Because that wouldn't necessarily stop me. I don't know. Why am I not meant to do that? If I can't find it right away, then I'm going to keep on rolling with the comments. But why the fuck can't I do that? I've got the manual pulled up here, the user manual. Stripping assembly ammunition, page 4. Let's go. Why can't it? Always use original ammunition, complying with the standards of ammunition manufacturers. Blah, blah, SAMI spec. The manufacturer does not recommend dry firing it. Okay. Well, I'm going to do that anyway, too. For the so-called dry firing practice, use of dummy rounds is suitable. Okay. The firearm has been designed to only use ammunition of FMJ, MJJ, may lead to irregular functioning. They bear no responsibility for damages. Use of non-jacketed ammunition is strictly prohibited. Why? Well, fuck you. I'd do it anyway, man. I'm not persuaded by the manual. I would do it anyway if you want the truth. How's the accuracy and reliability? I believe the gun is mechanically accurate. And I mean, I don't see them jamming. I think they're pretty good to go. I didn't really test the accuracy in detail, but I didn't detect a problem. I can tell you that. There are those who really love it, and then there's everyone else. It has all the cool factor, and that's why people are drawn to it. But you're correct with everything you said about it. I've heard from others how hot the gun gets so fast. I was looking into one a while back and went with an Erebus instead. I'm so happy I did. Yeah, I mean, for that money, and if you want a shooter, it probably pays to be conventional and just buy your preference of 2011 or some other type of shit like that. You know. Thanks, Ben, for your honest review. You got exactly the problem I heard from my friends who have an Alien. Yeah, your opinion means so much more to me than those good word-only reviewers. I don't, listen, you got to understand the model, for the YouTuber people. To review products and then they talk positively about it, then they get more products from that manufacturer, other manufacturers. That is their model. That's how they're making their nut. I get those emails from people that want to send me stuff or want to partner with me or whatever, and I ignore those. That's how I roll. That's how I roll for sure. Okay, guns are simply a tool. I've owned custom pistols from 1911s to 2011s. They were built by some of the best pistol smiths in the country. Several different brands of guns, and the innovation of the Alien is heads above the rest. It does not suck monkey balls. Now, I think I said monkey nuts, and it absolutely sucks on those. All day long. Probably multiple. It's just all day long, bro. Yeah, it sucks in monkey nuts. You're crazy. I have one. I absolutely love it. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but your review of this gun sucks monkey balls. Dude, I said monkey nuts. It sucks monkey nuts. The gun sucks monkey nuts. It does. It's pure cope if you think otherwise. Or we just disagree. Or you're into different things. Or whatever. Or I was having a bad day and I said, fuck that gun. I guess we'll never know. Anything else interesting? Did you record this right after Thanksgiving dinner? Yes. I don't know. Maybe. It might have been Thanksgiving dinner. All right. Anything else? It would be interesting to see it in a comparison with a Glock in a new shooter's hands to see which one they like better. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of different. The violence rate recoil exactly what should be expected from a super low bore axis and minimal reciprocating mass. Sounds like it might need a different technique with more bent elbows or something to make it tolerable. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Or I could use a different gun instead of fighting the physics of that gun. Ben Kenobi, in 9 days, the Alien Remus will come out. It would surely conjure the big Wayne's World bow if you could get one. I probably can get one. Just the question is, do I want to get one? It looks rad, and they fixed the racking and grip some more. There is a button in front of the red dot sight that allows racking from the optic while not moving it in recoil. The creator has a more 1911 grip angle, but it feels not right. That's that. Haven't shot one enough to make up my mind. Okay, that button thing sounds weird. I'm curious about that. Maybe it is a common question, but do you have a personal top 10 USPSA IPSC production pistol? No, it's not a common question. I mean, my top 10, I would just take the top 10 most used ones and be like, pick one of those. Because, people have pretty much solved the problem, and there'll be some aftermarket support. And of the top 10 ones that are used, I'm sure you'll find something that you like and that'll work for you. That's how I feel about it. Here's my next question. With the awkward mechanics of this gun, high heat, etc., how does it shape up to, say, a Staccato XC? To me, it's not at all comparable. Like, the XC is, it'd be like the Alien would be the gun I have sitting on the shelf that I don't give a shit about using. That whenever somebody comes over and looks at the guns I have, if they haven't seen that gun, they'd key in on it and want to play with it. That would be the function of the Alien. It would sit there. The XC, I would take it and shoot it because it's fun. That's the comparison. That's how it would actually work in my head. Gym membership is more effective and cheaper for learning how to manage recoil. I mean, I guess. I'm too lazy for that, too. I just connect to the pistol and let it do its thing, man. I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to fight with it. Put the hookah down and sober up before you hit record again. Sheesh. I can record stone cold sober and people still think I'm messed up, Fair, though. It's a fair comment. Okay. The gun would have been great for production, but I guess a single action is verboten. Oh, and the XD and Glock performance triggers are single action. We're not going to talk about that. Oh, you don't the gun doesn't fit in production. In production division, USPS. I see what you're saying. I've been telling people for years they're not worth the money. They feel unnatural and have nonstop problems. I don't know about the nonstop problems as far as them functioning, but, I haven't seen a big enough sample of them work. All right, guys, that's enough for me. There you go. Talking about the Alien. It's fun.